Mark from VortecPro. We got another little quick dyno test for you. We put this 327 together for a guy's mid-60s Corvette, and we thought some of you guys out there might be interested in an engine build like this. So we're going to go over the specs and dyno test it and show you what we got here. So we're starting off with a 65 small journal 327, and we ended up having to bore at 60 over, and the compression came out to 10.1. We used a flat top Speed Pro high pretectic piston in it with the factory rod, and we took the crank and indexed it and set the stroke at 3250, and I just used the Clevite P series bearings on it. We went with an Isky 270 Mega Cam, which is 221 at 50, 465 lift on a 108 lobe separation. We put it in there on a 104, and we took the factory 461 heads, which is a 65 head, and we machined it for a 202 160 valve. And we thought you might be interested in knowing the flow numbers on those heads after we did the valve job. We never did flow them with the 194 150 valve setup, but this is what we came up with just after cutting the seats with cutters. We had 121 at 200 thousandths lift, 169 at 300 thousandths lift, 198 at 400 thousandths lift, 207 at 450 lift, and finally at 212. So what we did was we took the heads and we did a little bit of port work to them, and we ended up with 121 again at 2. We went from 169 to 171 at 3, and at 4 we went from 198 to 208. 450 we went from 207 to 218, and at 5 we went from 212 to 221. So basically what we have available for available flow would be about, I'd say 214 CFM is what we're working with as an average between 4 and 450. So anyway, we ended up at 336 cubic inches, and we used the factory Corvette pan and windage tray. The intake manifold was a Summit dual plane, and we've got a 770 Avenger on it, and we have 36 degrees total timing, and we've got brad pin 30 weight braking oil, which isn't good for making power, but it sticks to everything, so it's probably pretty protective of the cam. The valve train noise is 0. The valve train sounds real good in it, and we used a Proform self-aligning rocker with a Z28 spring. So what we'll do is we'll take you out in the dyno room and show you this. 365 pounds of torque at 4,000 RPM, 363 horsepower at 5,900 RPM. That's 1.08 horsepower per inch.